Good evening and welcome to the Thursday, December 7th meeting of the Penfield Historic Preservation Board. I'll call the meeting to order. And the first item is approval of the minutes from last time. If everyone had a chance to take a look at them, any corrections, edits? We need a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion and a second.
I'll second.
Okay, and any comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's unanimous. All right, the next item is a certificate of appropriateness for 2211 5 Mile Line Road, and we have the resident is with us. If she could join us up front here. Welcome.
Thank you.
If you just state your name for the minutes and
Carrie Branch.
Carrie Branch. Okay. All right, did everyone get a chance to look at the materials? This, Carrie, is just for the replacement for 4 windows in your house?
So I'm representing Home Depot, representing the homeowner, and she actually sent me more pictures of the current windows that are all ready for the ones we're trying to get a permit.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I thought you were the owner. Do we have any questions with respect to the pictures and,
Do we have a photograph of existing windows?
sorry?
Do we have is this the existing window?
Yeah, so there's 4 windows that are being proposed to be swapped out. So they did send us photos of all of them.
And then I have some pictures of current windows that are going to be the new windows that
Okay,
are already in place.
Because we saw the spec sheet,
Yes.
which I think was from Home Depot.
yep, yeah, here's the spec sheet for everybody.
Are
Right.
they vinyl?
Yes,
Vinyl, okay.
Yes.
All right, and they're white to match the windows that are there currently?
Correct.
Okay. Any questions? It's just looks like a straight swap out. Okay, we do need a motion?
A motion to accept?
Motion to accept and a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, that was easy.
thank you, and I'll follow up with you to get you the certificate of appropriateness and get it all wrapped up.
Perfect, thank
Great.
you. I'll let Victoria know because she normally takes care of it.
Okay.
Out of here, you know. All right, thank you.
Great,
thank
thank
you
you
for
so
coming
much.
in.
Thanks for coming in.
Okay, next we have a couple of informational items with respect to the Clark House. Shannon, do you have some notes on that?
Yes, so overall, right now, Bergman is working on the survey boundary for the Clark House project, and they're also working on the demolition plans. So with that, as they're kind of getting into their review, it was relayed to me that they wanted to know the board's thoughts on the existing chimney on the 1832 portion to be saved. So the chimney is located on the back side of the house currently. So let's see, and then the current approved proposal for the new plans would mean that the existing chimney would go right through the new exterior restrooms. So the question is whether or not you guys think that the existing chimney is important enough to keep, if it can be scrapped, if it, I don't believe it's functional as of right now, and it wouldn't be going forward. So do you want it to be kind of rebuilt? Can it be just keep the look of it, or are you guys okay with just scrapping it entirely? So I have some photos of the current condition so that you guys can see what it looks like as a reminder. So from the front view of the house, you can't see it. Again, you can't see it. It's over here behind. Still can't see it. So, and then you can kind of see the top of it poking through right there. So standing in front of the Clark house, looking at it straight on, you can't see the chimney. So this is the chimney in question right here. So once this back portion is demolished and the new addition is put on, basically those new bathrooms would kind of be sitting right where the bottom of the chimney is. So the question is, do you have strong thoughts or feelings on removing it entirely, or do you feel like it's important that it should at least keep the same look? So should there be a fake chimney there, basically either rebuilt with the same materials or something that looks similar?
Do we know what the era of that chimney is? Is it original?
I don't believe it's original. I think that Jennifer Ahrens from Barrow Architecture looked at it. I don't know 100%, but that's what Bergman relayed to me, that they thought that Jennifer was saying that. So unfortunately, I don't know for certain if it's original or not. I do believe that there was more than one chimney at some point that has been removed, at least, obviously, because this is the only one remaining. So it's most likely not original.
Be kind of neat if you guys decide that it's fine to take the chimney down, if the bricks could be incorporated somehow into the new build.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said it would be interesting if you decide that the chimney could be taken down, if the bricks could be incorporated into the new build part somehow. You know, I don't know, as a feature.
And remove the bricks?
Pardon me? The bricks that are in the chimney.
Incorporated somewhere else in the design?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if that's possible. I mean, if it was original, for sure, I think we'd want to keep it. It seems that originally they would have been on the sides of the house, and being in the back like that would be pretty unusual, I think.
No, we don't know if this chimney has any lead. We don't know. Paint. We don't know if it even has any. Well, probably doesn't have any asbestos. That's too early for that. Because if they remove it, there will be nothing left of bricks. Yeah.
Say that again. They won't be able to keep them?
Salvage a lot.
To
of
salvage?
bricks if they remove it.
Right, so I guess the question is, if it can't be saved as it is, the original materials, do you guys want a chimney there, even if it's a fake chimney, just to maintain the same look? Or do you feel like it's not important and no chimney at all?
Are they saying it can't be saved because it's deteriorated?
No, they're saying that, so basically this bottom portion of the chimney is going to be where the new build is going. So when they...
Well, can they design around it?
I think that maybe they could, but that's where the bathrooms are. So I think as far as the spatial area of it, that's probably the most difficult because they need clearances and it's a small space to begin with. I mean, I'm sure that they could.
More than one way to spin the cat.
Of
Do you have
course.
do we have any older pictures of the Clark house that might show roof penetrations at all, that maybe there was a chimney at some point?
No, we don't have anything that doesn't show anything other than this.
What about from the inside? Is there a hearth that might be attractive for keeping?
I'm not sure. I don't know if there is one there. Do you remember?
No,
I don't.
I don't remember either. That's where it connects to the restaurant.
Right.
I think that's in between the old section and the new build. I don't think you see it from either side, but it's been a while since I've been in there.
Right.
If I may, so if they want to make a case that this chimney is not original, would be nice for them to give us information
Okay.
that we could use, because maybe yes, maybe not, we don't know, right? What if it is original?
Okay, so you are of the opinion that if it is original, it should be saved or preserved, is that correct?
In my opinion, yes.
Okay.
I'm of the same mind.
Okay, so we need concrete information on whether or not the chimney was original to the building, or if it was a later addition.
And
Okay.
how much of an intrusion does it make on the new build? It doesn't look to me like there's, it's not sticking way out.
Right. Right, okay. All right, I think that's, does anyone else have any thoughts or opinions? No? Okay,
All
so
right.
I'll take that information back to Eric and to Bergman and see what we can work with, if we can get more information and kind of go from there.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
And in the meantime, would it be possible to get a picture of what it looks like from inside the house?
I'm sure that someone has those photos, so I'll just have to dig around and find them. I think PCTV did a whole interior, documentation of it, so
Oh,
I
good.
should be able to get that from them.
They've mapped it.
Okay, perfect, great, so we can, yes, I will get that for you guys. Great. So then, in addition to the chimney, let's see. So Bergman also had a question for you guys. For the 1832 portion that's being saved, they are going to have a new foundation wall system for the basement. And let's see here, let me just pull up some photos. So the options are a thin fieldstone veneer versus a full fieldstone veneer. They are going to look very similar. I did ask for reference photos so that you guys could see. So let's see here. This is the full fieldstone veneer. And this is the thin fieldstone veneer. So they look very similar.
What is a full stone veneer? 4 inches thick?
I'm not sure what it is.
Because I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure. That was the terminology that Bergman used when they were talking about it. So basically, this would be for the new portion, let's see, the exposed portion of the foundation wall. So obviously, these are very similar looking. If you guys don't have a strong opinion one way or the other, they would be following the manufacturer's recommendation for which product works best for the situation. So they'll try and keep the same look and feel of the foundation wall that is exposed now. But they wanted to double check with you guys before they make any decisions, basically. And it doesn't need to be finalized right now. Same with the chimney. It's more so just starting to get some feedback.
They're still planning on raising the house?
I
replace?
believe, yeah, I believe so. So we don't have, they're working on the demolition plans, which I believe will also include what's going to happen with the basement portion of the 1832 portion. So once they're done with the demolition plans, we'll know for certain what the proposal is.
I
But
guess
the-
my question would be, why aren't we saving the existing foundation?
I think the problem is that, so right now they have geotech working on it, so they are exploring and getting all of the information on the current condition. So I assume once they get the results of that, then they'll know for certain whether or not the original foundation can be saved. I think that based on the original exploration, it's not looking so good.
I would argue that it's probably worth saving because there's a fair amount of history in that foundation.
Okay.
And you're not going to get the same look by putting stone veneer on it.
Okay. I can ask them what it would take to save the original foundation, if that's a possibility and if that is doable.
Maybe structurally in a
Whether the
Possible.
original foundation was still there, or did somebody, do you remember when,
I do remember some blocks.
somebody showed us, I thought when we were there or in a picture, that they had, along the years, they had screwed up the original foundation on the east side. But I don't know if that's, I don't
But
know.
if
it's
they're
just
raising
the
the
east
house
side.
to replace the foundation, they could rebuild that.
Okay.
And I think you'd have a lot more historical character.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's not crumbling and, ready to fall in, for sure.
Well, it's stone. All you got to do is point it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the same idea, if it's able to be saved, your preference is for it to be saved?
Well, that's just my opinion, but
Right. I guess, is that everyone's opinion?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, these well, these two are very similar, but the original one, the stones are always so irregular.
Right.
And, it's one of these and one of those.
Okay, great. All right, well, then I have information to take back to Bergman to get more information from them. It was a very quick meeting, so I didn't get a ton of information. It was very surface level. They just kind of wanted to put some feelers out for you guys. So I'll go back to them and get more details.
Can you please also find out what's the difference between full stone and thin stone?
Sure.
How thick is full stone, how thin is thin stone?
Yeah, I can get more information on what the difference really is between them, because all they were telling me is that it looks similar, but I didn't quite understand what the difference is
I think it's the
between
thickness of the stone.
the thickness. Okay, right,
But they're both going to be veneers.
right.
They're both what?
They're both, I think the difference between the two styles is the thickness of the stones, but they'll both be veneers, whereas,
Veneer.
the original foundation would not have been constructed like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Right, so I guess the first question is whether or not a veneer is okay before we even get into the specifics. Okay, great. Any other comments or questions on that? Okay.
Okay, thank you. Then the next item is the barn. Shannon, I can recall what happened there, and then if I miss anything, just
Sure.
fill it in for me.
Yeah, that's perfect.
At the last meeting, or subsequent to the last meeting, it was, the town has agreed to do an RFP for professional services to do a conditions assessment of the barn, and that's going to include the foundation and the roof and the structures. And that's being done with the view to determine a cost to stabilize the barn in its current form. So it's not to fix it, it's to stabilize it in the way it stands now. The RFPs are due on January 10th. They will go through a review process and interviews with the responders, and then it will go to the town board for approval, probably February, I would guess. So that's kind of the status of the barn project right now.
Yep, that's everything.
Did I miss anything? Okay.
Nope.
All right, other business. There's a number of things that you have there, Shannon.
Yes, so I handed out before the meeting our 2024 schedule. For right now, the July date is TBD because the first Thursday of the month falls on July 4th. So when we get closer, we'll see if we actually need a meeting. If we do, we'll find a new date for it. Obviously, if we don't need a meeting, we'll try and skip it. So we just have to work with other boards and the availability of the auditorium and PCTV. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but otherwise we're still first Thursday of the month at 5:30 here in the auditorium.
Okay.
Great. So I handed everybody out a couple of pieces of paper. I have just a quick overview of what the board did in 2023, some of the accomplishments, and then just a general of who was on the board, what we did, the events that we held, and all of the things that we accomplished as a board. This is just something that I started to do last year so that we have a record of year by year what we've done. So if anybody, take time to read that and review it. If there's anything that I've missed or, typos, anything like that, let me know. I know I just handed this to you guys now, so just too many attachments for the meeting.
Shannon,
Yeah.
that'd be a nice thing to give to the town supervisor, because if there's interviews take place to fill a position here,
Yeah,
it'd be nice to have what the historic board, for the whole board to see what have they accomplished.
That's a great idea.
And then it helps questions that you would ask to potential people that would want to be on said board.
that's a great idea. Yeah, right now I just kind of had it for internal records purposes, but I think it would be great to share it, so I will definitely pass that along. But I'll wait for everyone to review it and see if you guys have any edits or information there.
You know, Shannon, one thing that does catch my eye here is the photo inventory of historical markers. I go by some of those rusty ones every day. And I think it would be nice to get that project up and going, to get some of those.
Yep, absolutely, and so I also handed you guys the 2024 goals, and I have that on there as trying to get that project up and running. I did speak to someone not too long ago who said that in their town, they got the historical markers fixed and updated and painted by their Department of Public Works. So I never really thought that we could do that internally. So I haven't actually asked about it, but that was an idea that was brought up, so I can explore that, because I think the problem that we've been running into is who's going to do it, because we have to find money somewhere to get it done. So if we can do it internally, that might be a little bit easier.
Sure.
So another route to look at least, but I do have it on here for our 2024 goals. To at least start making some progress on that, because they're only going to deteriorate further and further if we can't get on top of it now. Great, and we did a lot of stuff this past year, and I think we're on a good track for 2024.
Good, so we should each take a look at these, see if we have any questions, comments, additions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was more of just informational for records purposes. So let me know if I'm missing anything, or if you guys have any ideas. That's something that we can touch back on for the January meeting, and make sure that we have 2023 wrapped up and we're ready for 2024.
Good, thank you.
Yeah. Great. And then moving on to our next item here. We are going to be having a new town supervisor and new town board members. It was officially announced that Jeff Leanhoutz was elected as the new town supervisor, as Debbie Draw will be leaving. And then we will also have two new town board members, who are Linda Teglash and Kevin Berry. Sadly, Linda Kohl is leaving us. And I assume then we will also be getting a new liaison for the Historic Preservation Board because of that. So I'll keep you guys posted on who that will be. Great.
And thank you, Linda, for.
Yeah, thank you for all your help,
all those
Linda.
years.
We'll miss you.
How many years? How many years?
32 years on the town board.
God bless you.
Yeah. And here, I was here a long time, and then I wasn't, and then I'm back.
32 years.
I appreciate everything you all do for the Historic Preservation Board. It's so important to our community.
Thank you. Okay, the next one is 992 Whalen Road, which of course we all know probably is the mud house.
Yep. So I just wanted to make a note of this because it went up for sale about 2 months ago. I'm sure, Don, you've been watching it. So the house is officially sold, and it looks like the new owners are already in there. So there is very nice photo documentation of the interior through that real estate listing. So if anyone wants to take a look at that online, it was really cool to see. There's so many fireplaces. But it's a very, very cool interior. So I also sent out a quick little welcome letter to the new owner to let them know that they're living in a historically designated home. That is something that realtors often leave out. It seems like a good thing until you learn that there's more to come with that. But I just wanted to let them know that they can come to the Historic Preservation Board if they have any questions or concerns. And of course, if they do any changes, certificate of appropriateness will be necessary. That was just a quick little welcome, and by the way, we're here.
Well, I had hoped while it was still for sale that the real estate person could open it up for us to take a walk through. I've never been inside the house.
Yeah, it went quick. It was a quick turnaround.
I think it was a one-day sale.
Yeah, that's pretty much every house that goes up right now.
And all offers were due the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember the last time when Jim Costello went through it, remarking about the slanted floors and a lot of the issues here. So hopefully it's somebody who can take care of it.
Yes, hopefully. So we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Okay, the next item, I have something here very important to read to you all. And it's a Town of Penfield proclamation for Don, celebrating years of service on the Penfield Historic Board. Whereas Don Crumb has been a passionate member of the Penfield Historic Board since January of 2015, and whereas Don will be concluding his service on the board at the end of 2023, and whereas during his time on the board, he has played a pivotal role in helping the town of Penfield preserve its history through the preservation and rehabilitation of Penfield's historic structures, and whereas his passion for historic architecture is exemplified by the early 1900s home which he resides in, and whereas Don has a history of public service, including service as an attorney for the city of Rochester and Monroe County, and whereas his work as an attorney has seen him play a pivotal role in bettering the Rochester region, including projects such as College Town, the Port of Rochester, renovations to the Frederick Douglass Greater Rochester International Airport, and administration of critical grant funds to small businesses during the peak of the pandemic. And whereas he is also an avid volunteer, mentoring countless young attorneys and economic development professionals, along with supporting organizations such as Rochester Works, the Urban League of Rochester, and the Verona Street Animal Society. And whereas the town of Penfield is lucky to have a dedicated public servant such as Don, who has contributed positively to the area in so many ways, and now therefore, the Penfield Town Board is proud to call Don a Penfield resident and extends its sincere appreciation for all he has done for the community over the years, and is signed by Debbie, dated December 7th, 2023. Don, thank you. We will miss you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very nice.
And this, you can take it home and frame it.
Okay.
Take it to the office.
Any other business before we go into executive session?
Nope, we just have a small celebration for Don.
Okay. The meeting is adjourned.
Great. We need a quick motion.
Motion to adjourn.
All right.
A second.
Thank you, everybody.
Good.
We are all set, and thank you to PCTV.
Yes, thank you.